All right, welcome folks to this exciting game, this boys varsity basketball game. We're entering into the postseason with the Consolation bracket. Your Pioneer Panthers hosting the Hampden Charter Wolves. We're about to be underway. My name is Tyler Boba, bringing the play-by-play action of this game. So happy to have you with us. Whether or not you're watching this down in the southern Springfield corridor of Route 91 or watching this in the north end of the Massachusetts Route 91 corridors or family globally, so happy to have you with us here. Watching this live streamed or rebroadcast on our Comcast channel. Just about to get started with the jump ball. And comes up Pioneer. Panthers start off with the first possession. A little extra D. Judah Glenn from the outside, no good. Rebounded by the Wolves. Elijah Henry starting off with the ball up top. Throws it around to the far outside. Tries to hand the ball over to Zion Williamson, stolen away by Judah Glenn, who goes up for the layup and puts in the two. With the help of Judah Glenn, Panthers are on the board first in this game. Justin Rosen hands it off to Henry. Henry with a long pass over to the right side. Hands it back off to Rosen. He's looking to drive it in. Hands things off to Henry Healy. Thought about driving in. Is stopped. Pivots. Almost gets his own rebound, but comes down into Hayden Gerard's hands. Hands the ball off to Judah Glenn. There's a big shove pass over to Matt Reshot with a jump shot. Puts another two on the board. Pioneer so far has done a great job on their defense. And it looks like some extra body work off of Pioneer for defense. That's going to be Wolves' ball on the baseline. Big pass back out to Mackay Smith. Smith feeds the ball over to Henry Healy and goes on the board for three. Hampden Charter, first score of the game. It's a great three-pointer from the corner from Henry Healy. Pioneer moving the ball around, finds Reshot, passes the ball back outside. Judah Glenn stops, thinks about it. Good defense. And then from the corner from Matt Reshot, no good on three. Rosen driving into the baseline, swings the ball around, a little too much English on it, comes down off of the rim. Couldn't get that good roll. Glenn to Colleen, ball stripped away by Elijah Henry. Goes up, didn't put enough on that one. The ball pops loose. Wolves hang on to it after that steal and unsuccessful drive. They'll get another shot at it. Henry from the corner, opposite this time. Nice job. Henry Healy checking off both corners on his to-do list. Six to 4 now. Wolves have slowed things down for the Pioneer offense. Matt Reshot with a jump shot off the rim and recovered by Mackay Smith. Smith hands things off to Healy. Elijah Henry for a three off the front of the rim. Judah Glenn grabs it up and ball slapped away. Glenn waiting to snag it and take the steal away. I suppose you could call it stealing the steal. And with a travel, ball is turned over. Healy from the outside. Tough roll, but the Bulls recover it. Nice pass over to Healy, but I have a feeling Healy off of that pass might have gotten a toe out of bounds, and that's going to cause the turnover. But great idea. Getting that rebound, shoveling the ball out, utilizing the shooter that tends to not be the focus, especially when it's a 3-shot from the outside. Colleen to Glenn. Tough pass, stolen away. Nice steal by Elijah Henry. Thrown over to Healy. Ball came loose, couldn't keep it in. Will be a Pioneer ball. So far, both offenses have slowed a bit down as we enter the second half of the first quarter. Jacoby Stumpo to Glenn. Back out to Colleen. Inside to Stumpo. Good bounce pass and nice recovery by Reshot. Ball stripped away, but Pioneer hangs on to it. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Jude again, Glenn for 3. Recovered by Elijah Henry, who takes off with no hesitation. Tries to get the layup, no good. Good rebound by Mackay Smith. Makes sure that that goes in for 2. Hampden Charter 8, Pioneer 4, with under 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Judah Glenn driving in inside the paint, surrounded by Wolves. Ball moved back outside and swung around to the corner. Well, inside, Judah Glenn from the outside, off the rim, rebounded by Mackay Smith. Back to the outside, Mackay Smith for 3, off the rim. Glenn recovers. Ends it off to Colleen. A little extra press by the Wolves. Well, swung around. I don't think Glenn was expecting that. The ball is taken up by Hampden Charter. Elijah Henry drives on the left side. Couldn't get the angle right. Pioneer recovers. And a timeout is called. And we'll let the clock catch up. So it says 1:51 left in the first quarter. So far, Pioneer came in real hot at the beginning, but it looks like the Wolves stepped things up and so far has held Pioneer to the first 2 baskets that they scored early on within the first couple of minutes of the first quarter. So I think that the Wolves definitely shook off the first couple minute cobwebs, if you will, and woke up, and so far they have a 4-point lead, 8-4, late in the first quarter. And if you're just tuning in, I want to thank you so much for tuning in to this postseason game. So happy to have you with us. On paper, both teams seem fairly even. Coming into this game, Pioneer with 3-15 on their record. Hampden Charter with 3-14. Zion Williamson. And things off to Damian Garcia. Garcia sends it back outside for Brendan Bruce. No good on the 3. A reshot. Judah Glenn left open, drives in, gives it a toss. No good, overshoots the rim. Henry Healy from the outside. No good, but rebounded by Josiah Wallace. It's a quick 2. 10-4. Pioneer swing the ball around, swaying that defense. No good on the 3 shot. Tom Clary, no good. And recovered by the Wolves. Brendan Bruce again from the outside, no good. Judah Glenn coming in on the far side. All Wolves. No shot, but he will get 2 from the free throw line. It's the first shooting foul of the game. And with 30 seconds left on the clock, and so far they've played very conservatively with their defense. No kind of sloppy blocks. No good on the second one for Judah Glenn. There's no shot clock. That's stolen away by Hayden Clean. Reshot from the corner. Hits the rim and says no. Ball headed out of bounds off of a tough angle pass. Pioneer will have 7 seconds in order to make something happen. Sorry for letting the clock run out. Hayden Clean for 3. Looks good and goes in as the clock runs out. Pioneer turns things into a 2-point game as we come to a close. First 8 minutes in the book. For most of the quarter, Pioneer was held to the first 2 shots they made of the game. But then after a smart timeout, kind of changed things up and did pretty well. Scored as much as they did throughout the first quarter as they did in the last about minute and a half. So Pioneer pivoting, stepping things up. And as we go into the second quarter, Pioneer coming off of a tough loss at Drury. The Blue Devils really hit them hard, but as things ebb and flow through the years, I can tell you that Pioneer historically has been an enormous thorn in the Blue Devils' side. So this just could be the year for them. And best of luck to them. And of course, Pioneer will move on to heading out to Southwick for another Consolation game later on this week. BNC TV will not be bringing you that game, but I'll keep you apprised of some of the schedule in case folks are interested. So as we begin the second quarter, Elijah Andrew driving in, ball stolen away by Aaron Muse. Goes up for the layup. No fuss, no muss. 2 points onto the board, and things are tied early in the second quarter with a steal and layup by Aaron Muse. Garcia stuck in the corner. Ball stolen away by Judah Glenn. Pass over to Reshot. Goes in tough on the layup. A Pioneer recovers it. Tommy Clary, after the rebound, goes up and gets the foul. Clary will have 2 from the free throw line. Clary good on the first. He's got 1 more coming his way. And 2 for 2 for Tommy Clary. Pioneer with a 2-point lead. Elijah Henry driving inside the free throw line. Couldn't get the angle right, but he threaded the defense very well. Judah Glenn with a pass over to Aaron Muse. Couldn't get the angle right on it. Ball trailed a little bit through Muse's fingers and out of bounds. And Elijah Henry to bring things out. Instead of over to Damian Garcia, back to Henry. Makai Smith from the outside. Tough roll on the rim and recovered by the Panthers. Glenn driving inside, goes for the jump shot. Inside the paint, Clary rebounds, gets it back outside. Colleen will take a three and puts that away. That is the second three for Hayden Colleen this game. Kai Smith finding a lane, drives it in. Ooh, tough bounce off the rim. Pioneer with a long pass to Colleen. Goes up for the layup. No basket, but Colleen will have two. (16-10). Elijah Henry goes inside the paint, feeds the ball back outside, comes around to the corner, back out. Zion Williamson to Rosen. Rosen to Smith. Trying to find that lane. Tough jumps there, but no fouls. And Hayden Colleen goes up for the layup for two. Justin Rosen hands things off to Elijah Henry for three. Beautiful shot by Elijah Henry. 18-3, Panthers. Elijah. Mixing up everybody's name. Excuse me. Judah Glenn for three, no good. Blah. Ball out of bounds. It'll be a turnover to Pioneer. And like usual, the game clock is off. Jump shot by Reshot, no good. Ball comes loose. Smith hangs on to it with the ball kicked, but Glenn goes up for two, puts it away. I must say that was a very messy play. Elijah Henry drives in. Elijah Henry will have two from the free throw line. Good on the first one. Two for two for Henry. Big steal by Mackay Smith. Drives in for the layup and puts an extra 2 on the board. 3-point game now with 4 minutes left in the first half. Ball movement trying to rock the defense. Reshot inside the paint, back outside. Colleen for 3. Third 3 of the game for Hayden Colleen. And good Panther fingers on the ball. Gets the steal. Reshot goes in for the layup. No good, but he'll have 2. No good on the first one. And good on the second one. 7-point game. Oh, nice idea. A bullet of a pass. Just looks like Rosen wasn't ready for it. And that's a turnover. Just over 3 minutes. Good pass inside, bounce back outside. Matt Reshot drives in, floats the ball, gets his own rebound, tosses it up. Just gets his own rebound again. A jump ball is called. Pioneers favor. And nice bounce pass. Nice idea with the inbounding plan. Hands the ball over to Matt Reshot. Pioneer, another 2 on the board. Henry navigates through. Great job on that left side layup. Judah Glenn has an open space, goes up for the layup, left unattended. Glenn saw that open space, nobody was covering it. Knew anybody who was gonna pop in there while he was driving was gonna wind up incurring some sort of foul, so driving in there seemed inevitable. No good on the 3 shot by Henry. Almost stolen away. Panthers hang on to it. And Judah Glenn with a beautiful layup and 1. Allow me to catch the clock up. Oh, looks like the foul was before the shot. Colleen to Glenn. Reshot back out to Colleen. And snagged by Elijah Henry. Nice movement. And gets the foul. Elijah Henry, second time at the free throw line. On that first one. Henry with a second. Tough roll, recovered by Hayden Colleen. Long pass to Hayden Gerard. Too much hang time on that one. Has plenty of time for the defense to come in and intercept. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Wolves. Gobi Stumpo driving inside, ball stripped away. Looks like it went out off of Panthers. Wolves offense. Henry drops it back to Brendan Bruce. Bruce over to Mackay Smith. Mackay Smith drives inside, sends it back out to the corner. Henry weaves his way through and gets 2 on the layup. Hayden Killeen for 3. Good, tough roll off the rim. Covered by Hayden Gerard. Sends it back outside to Matt Reshot. He drives along the baseline. Gets the jump and the 2. No shot before the half. Brendan Bruce hands it off to Elijah Henry. Henry slowing things down, waiting for this to be the last play of the first half. Henry just inside. Zion Williamson to Brendan Bruce. 1 second left. No good on the shot. Time runs out just before the half. Oh, looks like it hit the strap. So there's 0.2 seconds. Interesting situation. Yes, it's considered an out-of-bounds ball if it hits one of the straps above the basket. So at the close of the second half, Pioneer with a 9-point lead, 30-21 over Hampden Charter. So far, I mean, with the consolation game, it is the stakes are not as high as normal, but it is still important. The whole point of the consolation games is to make sure that non-tournament teams end their season with kind of the same number of games as those in the Western Mass tournament. So that's the reason for this, and that's the reason for the Southwick game that Pioneer will be playing regardless of what happens in this game. So with that in mind, we will be taking a short break. Check out our sponsors. Without them, this broadcast and other broadcasts this winter season for sports would not be possible. And when we come back, more of this boys varsity basketball game, Hampden Charter Wolves versus your Pioneer Panthers. Don't go anywhere. More basketball coming your way in just a moment. welcome back. Second half of this boys varsity basketball game. Hampden Charter Wolves versus your Pioneer Panthers. Going into the half. And just before we start, Pioneer with 9-point lead, 30-21. And ball stolen. Some tight D by the Wolves. Pioneer avoids it, feeds the ball over to Reshot, and gets the 2. And some fingers, but nice shot, no good. Hayden Colleen to Judah Glenn. Glenn to Reshot, back outside. Swung around to Colleen. Back inside again. And Reshot having trouble finding what to do with the ball. Some real sturdy defense by the Wolves. Forcing that ball outside. Elijah Henry to Healy. Healy drives it around, tries to push through, tosses the ball back outside. Zion Williamson, long pass to Mackay Smith. Goes into the corner, back out to Elijah Henry. Driving inside, gives it a toss. Nice try, but couldn't get the favorable roll on the rim. Swung around to Hayden Gerard to Colleen. Three shot. No good. Elijah Henry. Healy goes inside. Quick jump shot. 2 on the board. Nice job by Healy, recognizing he had a perfectly open space just inside. Took the shot rather than driving the layup. And ball stripped and stolen away. Elijah Henry takes off on the right side, goes up for the layup, doesn't give it enough, gets stuck underneath the rim, and Pioneer takes over. And Judah Glenn puts 2 more on the board. Mackay Smith to Henry Healy. And a backcourt violation will cause the turnover. Sorry, the clock's a mess. Just over 5 minutes. Pioneer to inbound on the baseline. And a lot of passing there, stolen by the Wolves. Elijah Henry for 3. Just cannot get that favorable roll on that rim. To the corner, Matt Reshot with a successful and beautiful 3 from the corner. Big pass across the way to Healy. Healy drives inside, feeds the ball back outside to Henry. Henry gets double teamed, navigates through, finds an open lane on the right side, tosses it up. It's a good roll that time on the rim and puts 2 on the board. Nice job by Elijah Henry. And big steal by Mackay Smith. Gets that extra 2. Good job by Mackay Smith. Found that steal, no hesitation. Did need the help. And looks like a block by the Wolves. Pioneer will have 2 from the free throw line. And if you were watching during the break, happen to notice the local businesses, sponsors, they've partnered up with BNC TV. We're so thankful to have them. Sam Browning Jr. Trucking, Sweet Lucy's Bakeshop, Tree Works Ltd., the Tree Experts, Wiggin Hydroseeding, Zilinksi HVAC, DiGeorge Builders, and of course, Greenfield Cooperative Bank. So thankful to be partnered up with them to bring you the sports this winter season. And foul on the Panthers. Elijah Henry on the left side, toss the ball inside, goes for the jump shot. Blessed Matthews couldn't get the basketball out of bounds. It will be Pioneer ball to inbound this time. This bounce pass. Tommy Clary. No good. Aaron Muse recovers it, drives inside, goes for the jump shot. No good. Recovered by Blessed Matthews. Almost turned into a jump ball. Elijah Henry driving through. Sends the ball up. Looks like there was some body contact with the Panthers. Henry no good on the shot. He'll get 2 from the free throw line. A lot of big pressure by the Wolves. Really hoping to cause that turnover. Glenn finding Clary. I think there was a little extra foot shuffle by the Panthers. That's going to force the turnover. Healy for 3. Healy was pretty dangerous, had a couple threes early in the first quarter from both the corners. Judah Glenn with a beautiful unassisted layup. I don't think anybody was going to be able to defend that one without occurring another foul. 40-28. There we go. Pardon the score. Big 3 from Mackay Smith. Wolves hang on to it. Elijah Henry tries out the three. Another one off the rim. Swatted away, but recovered by Matthews to Rosen. Rosen in the corner. I have a feeling Rosen was trying to send the ball off of the body, but I think as it bounced off the body, Rosen was still in contact with the ball, and that's going to cause the turnover. Pioneer ball in the corner. I'll let the clock run again. Aaron Muse driving in on the right side, hesitates, takes a step back. Fadeaway jump shot, puts 2 on the board. Muse having a great game. Kai Smith drives in, sends it back out to Healy, and Healy for 3. Full court D. Oh, nice shovel pass. Judah Glenn goes inside, tries to send the ball up. No good. Kai Smith slows things down, lets the team get set up. Elijah Henry from the top. No good. And stolen away by Mackay Smith. Good on the 2. Tommy Clary to reshot. Back to clean. Judah Glenn for 3. No good on the 3. The end of the third quarter. Pioneer 42. Hampden Charter 33. We'll say the lead has stayed relatively the same, but throughout the third quarter, I would say it expanded and contracted. Pioneer being ahead by double digits at one point. Hampden Charter with the extra full court defense and really stepping things up on their offensive game have closed that gap down to a 9-point game with 8 minutes left. We'll see what they can do with it. And still figuring out some of the details, but girls varsity basketball will be heading down to Bay State Academy tomorrow for the 4 and 5 seed of the Western Mass Class D basketball bracket. Figuring out details whether or not BNC TV will be able to cover that game. So stay tuned. Of course, follow us on YouTube and on Facebook. When we know, we'll make sure that you know whether or not we are able to cover that. And it looked like, though Tommy Cleary got the rebound from that shot, may have stepped out of bounds, hence the turnover. Wolves ball. And the outside comes in short, but nice save. Pioneer ball, Hayden Gerard. Over to Matt Reshot in the corner, no good. Covered by the Wolves. Mackay Smith drives inside, finds the lane, and a good roll. He'll also have the foul. Great job reading the defense by Mackay Smith. Saw that open lane on the left side and did not hesitate. And gets the one. And Judah Glenn. No good on the layup. Justin Rosen feeds the ball back outside, swung around to Mackay Smith for 3. So for all Pioneer facing a vicious full court defense by the Wolves. Colleen to Gerard. Clary in the corner, back to Gerard for three. Tough bounce. Henry Healy slows it up, gives it over to Elijah Henry. Navigates through, no good on that layup. Colleen to Glenn. Bounce pass to Clary with a jump shot. Nice recovery by Elijah Henry. Hangs onto the ball and its dribble. Hands the ball to Kai Smith. Back to Henry. Elijah Henry blocked, but Wolves hang on to the ball. Healy for three. Possession is Panthers. Matt reshot from the corner, no good. Mackay Smith takes the Wolves down on offense. Healy hands it back to Smith. Healy for three. Panthers ball. Reshot looking to drive in. Sends the ball back outside. And a timeout is called by the Pioneer bench. There we go. Well, I will say that things have slowed down considerably. I don't think Pioneer has gained much this quarter. I think they did end the third quarter with 42. And so far, Hampden Charter has really stalled out the Pioneer offense. And so far, they have kind of closed the gap. It's now a 6-point game with just under 5 minutes. Matt reshot inside, sends it back out. A little back and forth between the Pioneer passing. Reshot inside, goes for the jump shot, gets the two. Those quick passes, definitely rocking the defense, causing that kind of shuffle. See how things can open up. Healy thought about driving in, feeds the ball outside. Elijah Henry drives inside. Could not get a favorable roll on that rim. Yeah, nice recovery by the Panthers. And a hold. Henry to Rosen. Smith. Smith with a long three from the top, rolls around the rim, recovered by the Panthers. Ball stripped away, stolen by Elijah Henry. He's going to drive in there, and Henry gets the charge call. If I didn't know any better, it looked like there was kind of a push-off with the arm that didn't have the ball by Henry. Of course, that push-off is going to be considered a charge. Reshot in the corner. And reshot with a charge. (44-36). 3 minutes left in the game. Healy from the corner. No good. Wolves hang on to it. Elijah Henry with a shot. Recovered by the Panthers. Matt Reshot driving in. It's boxed out. Sends it to Gerard. Back out to Judah Glenn. Colleen for three. Fourth three of the game. And a timeout is called. We'll let that clock run during the timeout. 2.5 minutes left. And of course, a little extra mention of our sponsors. And we're so thankful to be partnered with them. Sam Browning Jr. Trucking, Sweet Lucy's Bakeshop, Tree Works Ltd., the Tree Experts, Wiggin Hydroseeding and Landscaping, Zilinksi Heating and Cooling HVAC, DiGeorge Builders right here in Bernardston, and of course Greenfield Cooperative Bank. So thankful to be partnered up with these local sponsors. Help us bring this broadcast to you. It will be Hampden Charter ball to inbound on their own baseline. So right now, I guess it wasn't a three. That last one, I'll fix that. (46-36), 10-point game. Ugh. I let the clock run too long. 2.5 minutes. If you know anybody who'd like to run the clock, keep this timer honest, please give us a call, send me an email, come talk to Tyler. Happy to hear from you. Great ball movement by the Wolves. Gets it in there. Mackay Smith for the two. It's extra vicious pressure defense. Pioneers going to need to keep the ball moving if they're going to make anything else happen. Almost stolen by the Wolves. Pioneer hangs on to it. And looks like the ball was stripped loose. Wolves take over. Justin Rosen comes down the left side. Drives inside, looking to feed it over to Elijah Henry. Couldn't get the angle right. Swatted out of bounds off the Panthers. Wolves to inbound. Finds Henry. Henry for three. Pioneer will take it out. Long pass to Tommy Clary. Clary has the lane. Reshot pops it back up, no good. Zion Williamson, back to Henry. Ball comes loose, but hung on to Brendan Bruce. Drives it in there, gets the foul. Oh, I'm sorry, is that No, that is not Brendan Bruce. Apologize, 33, not 35. That's Sean Asante. Wonder if I've been doing that the whole game. Pardon me. Sean Asante with that drive. And he has the two coming his way. Down to 46 seconds. There we go. And no good on the second. Good Glenn driving. Gets it to Judah Glenn along the baseline. Good hesitation by Glenn and gets the two. Good patience. Knows that there was opposition coming his way, hesitates, wait for their jump, and gets the shot. Elijah Henry, excuse me. Too many profit names on both teams. .20 seconds left on the clock. Kai Smith recovers it. Good shot by Sean Asante. 4 seconds left. Quillian hangs on to it. And I apologize. I'm a mess. I'm running the graphics on myself. Okay. So at the end of the game, Pioneer comes away with a win, 48-41 over the Hampden Charter Wolves. And regardless of the outcome of this game, Pioneer will be moving on to going on the road for a game at Southwick High School. And that will be happening later on this week. So stay posted for that. I do not think BNC TV will be able to bring you that game. So theoretically, this could be the final basketball game of the BNC TV broadcast for the 2025-2026 season. So with that, I'll say Pioneer did a great job, took the lead and maintained that healthy lead throughout beginning in the second quarter. But it looked like Hampden Charter was starting to really gain some speed, had some good shots, was really pressuring extra on the defense. So, fantastic job with them. Wish them the best with whatever other games they have for the rest of the season. And as said before, girls varsity basketball will have a Western Mass game. Still figuring out the coverage for that. And, of course, there will also be some state games. And we will keep an eye out on that for you when we know when it's happening and whether or not BNC TV can cover it, you will know. And for that is it for us here in Messer Gymnasium. My name is Tyler Borbo, and we will see you next time.